Sorry, y'all, I had to wipe my camera off. Make sure I ain't giving y'all Android vibes. The Android people gonna be like, Lisa, because y'all know how I do. But right quick, I'm not gonna be live long, but right quick, I just want to give you this live stream for y'all have people playing in y'all head. But I just want to say, if you got damaged hair, I want you to watch this into this entirely. I'm not gonna behold you long. But the first thing is, when it comes to, taking care of the health of your hair and fixing damaged hair, first you got to get in your mind. You got to change your mindset, and you got to know that you desire for your hair to be healthy over length. Okay, you need to desire that, and you need to make a commitment to yourself. But like, you know what? I want healthy hair more than length. Because the thing is, if you continue to have, or take care of your hair and keep your hair healthy, length is just a byproduct of it, and length is going to come. You don't even have to force it. It's going to come automatically. But the first thing you got to get in your mind is you want healthy hair, and you gotta start thinking like somebody who has healthy hair. And I'm talking about this, and I'm kind of speaking of my own personal situation of my healthy lifestyle. Like with me, I am living more of a healthier lifestyle. So that is my identity. So even with you, as far as healthy hair, you have to put in your mind that I am someone with healthy hair. So if you're someone with healthy hair, how do people with healthy hair, how do they maintain their hair? Okay, they take care of their hair. They get their treatments. They get their trims. So I'm saying this because I had a client who came in and her hair was like really, really damaged. And she was telling me about some of the things she did. And I want to point out some of the issues that she was going through that probably can help some of y'all. So she had a history of getting a lot of Dominican blowouts. She had some color in her hair, so that was going out. And then she also had a history of like flat ironing her hair a lot. So her hair was broke off really, really bad, right? So I came up with a treatment plan for her to get her hair back in shape. Now, what I had recommended today that she go ahead and do a bit chop. This is the first thing if you want to get your hair back to health. That bit chop. Now, I understand that not everybody is on that. Not everybody's like, look, Lisa, I don't want to bit chop my hair, and that's okay. But that's why I go back to the first thing I said was, when it comes to, if you want to fix your damaged hair, it's a mindset shift. You have to want healthy hair more than you want length. Because when you want healthy hair more than you want length, your hair is gonna thrive. It's just gonna thrive more. And like I said, keeping healthy hair, the byproduct of that is length. And the length is gonna come. So yeah, that's why I recommended for her that she do the big chop. Now I gave her a couple of options because I love to give my clients options. And we're in Raleigh, North Carolina. So thank you for joining the chat. But yeah, so I gave her some options. I said, now look, you got a couple of options because the choice is yours, what you want to do. Because you get to decide. And think about this, if you got damaged hair, you get to decide how quickly you want to start your journey. I don't pressure my clients to all do a big chop. It's all their decision, but I'm going to make my recommendations as a professional because that's what you're coming to me for. If you're coming to me, you're wanting my professional advice and my recommendations. So I told her, I said, look, I would recommend that you do a big chop. Like her hair was about right there. I would suggest she chop up to there. But again, I know some people are like, ooh, no, I don't want to do all that. And that's fine. But I'm just letting you know that even if you don't do that, that's fine. But just know your journey is going to take a little bit longer. Your journey will take a little bit longer than someone who ready to get their journey started. And it's okay. If you're someone and you want to trim over time, that is okay. But you just be committed that even if you don't do a big chop that day, be committed to the process and be like, okay, even though I'm not getting all my hair chopped off today, how often do I need to be coming back and getting it trimmed to get all the damage off? So she wasn't comfortable getting all her hair chopped off today, which is totally fine. You know, especially as a new client, you don't know me, so that's fine. Which I do have some new clients who will come and they're like, "Girl, just do what you need to do." But I understand everybody is different when it comes to their hair care journey. So with her, she told me how much she wanted me to trim off, where she's comfortable with, which we did about probably about an inch, which was still good for her. It was a good starting point for her. So I told her when she come back, and she gonna start coming back every month, but we're gonna start every time she come, keep trimming a little bit, you know, to gradually get her there, because like I said, she had a lot of damage. So that's the first thing. If you want to fix your damaged hair, cut it. Okay, cut it. Now I know that's kind of raw, and there are treatments out there, but I'm giving you a fast track, okay? And stop letting people play in your head, because I was telling her, I said, yeah, people been playing in your hair. People been playing in your hair, because also too, she had very thick and dense hair, but her strands were thin, if that makes sense. So sometimes, like, and it's no fault to, you know, the stylist, and that's why when it comes to like your natural hair, you got to go to somebody and find somebody who really know what they're doing with natural hair, because there's a lot of stylists out here that say, oh, my natural hair stylist, but all they do is silk press hair out. All they do is like braid it down and throw a wig on it. And it's no shade to them, but it's like some people are looking for somebody who really knows what they're doing with natural hair and care about the health. And when you're not educated and not knowledgeable on how to manage, you know, natural hair, of course, the first thing you want to do is silk press somebody's hair out to make it more manageable, or you just want to, you know, do box braids or slap a wig on it. And some people just don't want that. So that's why I'm gonna say, you know, trim / cut your hair if you want to fix it, okay? Now the next thing you can do is you need to commit to a plan. So with my client, we got her on the plan. Every time she comes, we're gonna be committed to, we're gonna gradually keep trimming it until we get all the damage off, okay? Now I told her, like, your process gonna take a while, but I told her I'm still proud of her because she started the process today. Now she might come next time and be like, because she was like, well, today we did a 2-strand twist and we had some rods on it. She said, well, next time I have to get rods on it again. I said, we may not. I said, but because you're doing a gradual trim, you still might have some ends on there that's kind of straight, because closer to her roots, her hair was like really thick and luscious and plump. But the end of her hair was kind of limp because of the damage of too much heat on her hair. And I think also with the color, and then also some other issues that she was having, like with, you know, low vitamin D and some other things she had going on. So I was telling her, you know, it's going to depend. And she might come back next time and be like, Lisa, you know what? Let's go ahead and cut the rest of these straight ends off. Bam, we get into it. And then I just want to say, the sooner you can make a decision in your mind, like, I want to get my hair healthy, the sooner you can get to your hair health goals and your hair growing. So that's what we want to do. First thing, we want to trim cut. Now, if you don't want to do a drastic cut, that's okay. At least get a trim if you want to start your journey to fix your hair. I got a client in 8 minutes. The next thing you want to do, like I said, is get on the treatment plan, okay? So if you don't know, like, how often you should be getting what treatment, 2 resources. One, you can book a coaching call with me. I can speak to you one-on-one. We can get on FaceTime, Zoom, or whatever. I can give you a personalized plan. Or you can just get my ebook guide on the Ultimate Hair Care Guide. And in this Ultimate Hair Care Guide, I have different treatment plans based on whatever you got going on. So if it's heat damage, if it's dry hair, whatever you got going on, it's in my ebook guide. And I'm gonna go ahead and copy this link and put it right here in the chat. So if you want to get that, you can definitely get that, okay? So yeah, get on the treatment plan. So with her, and also since she has some color in her hair, I told her that when she come back next time, we're going to do a protein treatment to help with building her hair up and getting it healthy. So if you're somebody and you got damaged hair, protein treatment. Hold on, let me put this. I'm putting this in the chat. Okay, so there you go. I put it in the chat. So if you want to get that Ultimate Hair Care Guide to fix your damaged hair, you can go ahead and click that link is, like I said, the ebook guide is only $5, and you can immediately download it to your phone and go ahead and get your hair care plan together. So yeah, the second thing, the second thing I said, get on a treatment plan and be consistent with it. Now, third thing you can do is get your protein treatment. Okay, you got damaged hair, protein treatment going to help repair that hair shaft. Is going to sometimes it'll help with your curl pattern if you have lost some of your curls. Not all the time. Now, sometimes I have seen when some of my clients came in and their curls were compromised, I was able to do one of my in-salon protein treatments, and it helped revive their curls back. Some people, it's going to take a couple of times, or it's going to take either you just cutting it off. So yeah, you can do that. You also can do, if you want to fix your damaged hair, you also can do a Olaplex treatment, especially for those who might have color treated hair. And let's just say you went and got your hair bleached. That's another thing she had going on. She had some bleaching going on, and bleaching, aka a high lift color like that, you have to be very careful with that. Like, if you're going to color your hair, if you're gonna have somebody planning your head, coloring your hair, you really gotta be on your A game. Like, and when I say your A game, either you need to be in a salon every 2 weeks if you don't know how to maintain it, or you need to be going in at home with using quality products and doing your treatments. So when you get your hair color, don't just think you can just go get your hair color and like bam, you good, you just gonna being regular degular. No, when you get your hair color, especially if you do like a high lift color, like a bleaches and blondes and all that kind of stuff, that is high maintenance. And so if you know you're not about that life, don't even sign up for that. Don't even sign up for that. So how you can fix that, you can get you some Olaplex treatment that will help with building like the bonds of the hair. That's like kind of going inside the hair shaft. The protein treatment is going to help, like more so like it'll help some of the inside and the outside, but that Olaplex treatment, it'll help with the bonds inside your hair and help repairing some of those. And sometimes with doing the Olaplex treatment, it will sometimes with some people it will bring back that curl integrity of your hair and help get your hair a little bit healthy. So there's nothing you can do. Another thing you can do if you want to fix your damaged hair is you can start doing deep conditioners or stain treatments. So like if your hair is severely damaged and it's rough and it's hard and it's breaking, start doing deep conditioning treatments. I would say start doing them like every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, like start doing you deep condition at home. And somebody asked me like, when I asked people like, do you deep condition? I was like, no, I don't really. They were like, well, what do you mean by deep condition? So what I mean by deep condition is after you shampoo your hair and you apply the conditioner on your hair, you can cover it with a plastic cap, let it sit for about 15-20 minutes. With you walking around, your body heat is going to heat it up. Or you can take a towel and wrap it around, a warm towel, and wrap it around the plastic cap. They'll create the heat. Or you can sit on a hooded dryer for heat. Or you cannot wear a plastic cap and you can do an at-home steam treatment. So some people might have a facial steamer, or you might have a regular hair steamer. You want to do something like that. Start doing that like every 2 weeks. That's going to help fix that damaged hair, because when your hair is nice and moisturized, it's less prone to breakage. Now don't overdo it with the deep conditioner, okay? Don't overdo it. Don't start by doing it like every week or nothing like that. Don't do that, because you don't want to make your hair too soft, and then when it's too soft and too limp, then it's gonna break too. So look, you gotta have that balance, okay? Can't do too much. And when you deep condition, don't leave the conditioner in for hours and hours. I know you're like, well, Lisa, my hair is damaged bad. Don't put the conditioner on and go grocery shopping for an hour and go be running errands and stuff with the kids. Don't do all that, because now you weakening the hair shaft more. When your hair is wet, it's at its weakest state. My client probably about to call here in a minute. So if I get cut off, that's why. So when your hair is wet, it's at its weakest state. So keeping your hair in that deep condition with that conditioner on it for an extended period of time, for hours and hours, you're weakening your hair, and you can cause it to break and damage even more. So remember, like if the bottle says, apply conditioner with heat, leave it on for 15 or 20 minutes and rinse it out. It gave what it's supposed to give within those 15-20 minutes. Okay, don't think because you keep it on longer it's doing more work. No, these products have a time lapse, so follow the directions. The other thing I can tell you, yeah, so these are just some quick fast track tips on before you let somebody play in your head. Do this, and you know, if you want to fix your damaged hair too, whatever got you into the damage, you gotta change your ways from that. So like if you was getting braids all the time and it ripped your edges out, we gotta do something else. We gotta do something else. Like we gotta turn away from that. We gotta get, not saying you ever can't get braids again, but it needs to be a season in your life where you like, you know what, I care more about the health of my hair than these braids right now. So let me just take a couple of months off and work on the health of my hair, and then I can go back into the braids. Because I'm telling you, if you got damaged hair, a lot of stylists ain't gonna be honest with you because they trying to get them coins. You hear me? They're like, look, you put these braids, you put this sew in. They trying to get them coins because how this economy is. I don't blame them. But also, we got to be honest with people. So if your hair is already severely damaged, if you are already on the struggle bus with your edges, if you are already on the struggle bus with like keeping your hair moisturized, you already in the struggle bus and you feel like the color, say you got your hair colored recently, or say you got some heat damage and you already struggling with your hair, I would advise you, don't go and do more damage by getting color or by bleaching it or by slapping in braids because you don't feel like dealing with it for the next couple of weeks. No, deal with it. Deal with it and get the lesson. It's gonna be hard. I ain't gonna lie to you now. It's gonna be hard. This information is kind of hard for some people to hear right now because I'm stepping on your toes. But just know, as I'm stepping on your toes, I'm stepping on my own toes. Okay? Because I'm on my healthy lifestyle journey. So yes, my toes are getting stepped on too, but in a different way. So just go ahead and let that sit and minister to you and sit in your spirit. Do we have any questions before we get off the live stream? I hope this live stream was helpful. But if you got questions, I'll stay on until my client walks in. But yeah, thank y'all for liking the video. Thank y'all for subscribing. Shout out to all the Smilez Tribe members. If you need product, that's another thing. If you need products, if you got damaged hair and you need some products, I sell products on my website, lisasmilez.com. I have my own hair care line called the Marie's Legacy. So you can go on lisasmilez.com and get that if you need products or whatever. So anyway, that's all. If you watching this in replay and you wasn't able to watch this live, you know, get in my comments and ask a question, and when I go live the next time, I'll answer it, or I'll, you know, reply. I reply back to all my comments. Like I see all my comments. Like my channel is not so big where I'm like, oh, I'm just so busy. No, I see all my comments. So thank you, Tracy Ann. So if you feel like you don't want to comment your question because you feel, oh, she ain't gonna see it, she don't reply. No, I will reply and I will answer your question. And then also, if you want like more one-on-one, you know, coaching or videos in particular for yours, you can get in my membership and we'll do that. So anyway, my client just text, my client is here. Thank you, Sister Tracy Ann. Hey, I missed the live. Yeah, I wasn't gonna be up here long. I will talk to y'all on the next one. Bye.